What is forward facing? Hi, my name is Dr. Gentry. I want to talk to you just a second about forward facing. Some of you have been hearing a lot of that and probably curious about what it is. Forward facing, the forward facing process is a copyrighted and trademarked protocol that involves developing self-regulation skills for the interruption of the threat response, and then taking that capacity and becoming ever more intentional in word and deed in all of the different contexts of our lives. So forward-facing is used in so many different areas. For a trauma survivor or somebody that has high ACE scores, forward-facing is an adjunct and in some cases alternative to psychotherapy. Is that in the hundreds of patients that I've worked with, helping them to engage the forward-facing process, that what happens is that they heal the effects of the trauma here in real time as they go forward in their lives, confronting all the perceived threats that they encounter out there in the world. By regulating their autonomic nervous system, what happens is they are shrinking little by slowly, gradually, the effects of the trauma upon their life as they go forward, living more and more and more intentionally in the way that they interact with their spouses, their children, their coworkers, is that they're becoming more and more and more the people that they choose to be, and less and less the way that their painful past experiences have programmed them to be. It is a crucible of transformation, if you will. It is a pathway out of trauma and out of post-traumatic living into becoming who and how they choose to be in their lives, resolving the symptoms along the way. If the person is a parent, then forward-facing is a way to develop and establish and maintain secure attachment with our children. It is the ability to generate the felt sense of safety in their little bodies and their little minds. It is the ability to lessen conflict in the home and for parents to become intentional, growing more and more self-respect and getting less and less triggered by their children's behavior. As I say frequently, when alpha is safe, then the pack is safe. And so it builds domestic harmony. Things just work so much more smoothly in the home as parents begin to be able to regulate their autonomic nervous systems. And it becomes parental resilience too, is that parents aren't suffering from their parenting. They're finding joy in it again. For somebody who's a law enforcement officer or a first responder, then forward-facing is about stronger, faster, smarter. It is a performance enhancement. It's protection against the secondary traumatic stress and burnout. It's professional resilience, but more importantly, it is performance enhancement, that you are stronger, you're faster, and you are smarter in situations of high demand and real danger when you are in a downregulated autonomic nervous system. So this is a way to improve performance in those really high demand contexts that sometimes really are dangerous. And to be able to do that in a way that is also protecting the person, lessening the impact of that environment upon them, that they're staying healthy. And so many times, when I've worked with law enforcement officers, that they go into a state of hypervigilance and they stay hypervigilant all the way through their shift. And that is corrosive. That becomes toxic stress. And as they learn to start to have, at least two, if not multiple gears of being able to shift into what the situation demands of them. But once that's been resolved, to be able to shift back down so that they can do the tasks that now mostly require their relational capacities rather than them to have overwhelming force or high intensity to manage that situation. And if the person is a musician or performer or athlete, then this is the maximization of fine motor skills, the increase in the capacity to do that, and the resolution of stage fright or pregame jitters or whatever else, is that you begin to put yourself intentionally into flow. to be able to perform maximally in those situations where previously it's been a roll of the dice. I hope I get this right. Now what you can do is intentionally set yourself up for maximal performance in those situations, doing the absolute best job you can do consistently in those contexts. And if the person is a health professional or other care professional, then forward-facing is professional resilience. It is a way to work in an environment that is toxic and not get sick from the toxicity of that environment. And have done multiple studies demonstrating how this, published those, how that this forward-facing process is the equivalency of not only resilience, but resolving the compassion fatigue related symptoms, lessening the symptoms, enhancing resilience. So forward facing is a lot of different things. And my hope is that you've been a little bit intrigued by what it's all about and that you have an interest for seeking more information, which you can find at www.forward-facing.com. I look forward to hearing from you in the future. Thank you very much.